man.
Hey, what's going on?
Yo, good.
Not much, man. I couldn't figure out that StreamYard, man. They still said I can't stream until next month, basically.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. I'm like, oh, someone have to use Melon. Well,
I
that's
mean,
okay.
hopefully more people can join.
Yeah, sure. That'd be tight. Yeah, I just seen a mock draft by on YouTube. Who was it by here? I just recently watched it. Hold on. Anyways, I just seen a recent mock draft just a minute ago. I think it's like Jeremiah. I think David Jeremiah, one of the
Oh yeah, that's
sports
the
guys.
dude on NFL Network.
Yeah, he posted his, and his was, let's see. He said we picked Kenny Pickett in the first round. Um, he's thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe he's thinking we don't sign Jameis. I don't know. I don't know where he's going with that.
Nah, that's not what he thinking. I'm just letting you know right now. That's not what he thinking.
No, what do you think he's thinking?
I just think the national media just don't respect Jameis. I mean, that's just what I think.
Yeah, that's true. I still think I say we sign him. I keep seeing him linked to the Steelers, but I think the Steelers are all in on Malik Willis
Yeah.
because they want. Mike Tomlin said he wants a mobile quarterback.
Well, I mean, I think he means that's not Taysom Hill.
Right. I mean, we'll trade him. No.
Yeah.
Let me get that pick because I think they're a couple spots ahead of us.
Who?
The Steelers in the draft.
Nah. They're actually two behind us.
Oh, okay. Then the draft. Okay, I see what people are saying. They
Yeah, they
keep
made the
thinking.
playoffs.
Yeah, they keep thinking to they're going to bump up. They keep saying that the Steelers are going to trade above the Saints and pick Malik Willis.
Yeah, because they think we gonna want a quarterback. That's what Derek said on your last StreamYard live.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, dude. I'm still high on Jameis.
same.
Um, like I said, the worst case scenario would be he doesn't sign with us. And then we're back to square one at the quarterback, and we would have to draft one in the first round.
Yeah, unless you want to open up the book of Ian, which I'm not. I'm just not ready to read it quite yet.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I don't know how I could judge him because when he came out, well, we can't really judge him on that. he was playing with practice squad guys, so.
Right.
But I mean, if we judge him off that, we know that um, under pressure, he was folding. But with that being said, I think he was folding because that offensive line was folding on him.
Right.
Was letting people get to him. So, and it sucks because that was his rookie come out. Other than the preseason, I think he did okay in the preseason.
Right.
I think he threw a couple picks, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not ready to see that.
Yeah. Me either. Yeah. No, I'm just not ready for it. I mean, I think he has some potential, man, but I just don't know how far he can go. Cause like I mean, the physical talent, it's not necessarily there. I mean, he's kind of fast. And he's not necessarily the most accurate, so I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm not too high on that kid. Um, Maybe someone else. Like I said, our worst case scenario, I wouldn't mind like I said, if Jameis went elsewhere, which I don't see happening, I wouldn't mind a Kenny Pickett. I think that kid's going to have a big name coming into the NFL, and I think he's going to fulfill his name when he's in the NFL, depending on what team he's going to. I think he could be a top name, definitely. But I still want James.
Same.
But like I said, if I have to, the quarterback that really sticks out to me is there's actually three quarterbacks that really stick out. Malik Willis, which I think will be gone before we pick him. I think there'll be Kenny Pickett and Carson Strong. I think those three guys, to me, are the ones that are going to stand out in this class. There's a couple other ones.
Yo, kind of cut out. I don't know. I don't know if you're still there, but I can't. I can't hear you.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Now I can.
I don't know what was going on there. But anyways, I was like a Matt Corral.
Hmm.
I think Carson Strong, Malik Willis, and Kenny Pickett. Those are the four guys I would say that really stand out in this year's draft in the quarterback position. I would say a couple of them would maybe need a little more time to develop. I think Malik Willis would be an automatic starter. I think Kenny Pickett on the right team could be an automatic starter. Carson Strong with his arm, I think he could do really good. Same with that Matt guy. I think he could do, pretty well as well.
Yeah. I mean, like, if the Saints were to draft a quarterback in this draft, just speaking of the top guys, I would want Malik Willis, but like an
Yes.
underrated guy that I would want to see Akil Glass, man. And the Saints have interviewed him already
Oh
too.
well, yeah. I haven't got to check his tape. I've seen that interview with him. He looked
Hmm.
like he looked like a good kid. I never got to check his tape though. So yeah, dude, tell me more about him. You checked his tape out or what?
Yeah, he's real big. He's like 6'4", 6'5". He got a big arm. The only downside to him is his competition. He did go to Alabama, ANU, I want to say it was. I mean,
Right.
A&M, excuse me. That's like the only downside that people really have on him. But I mean, if you can untap his potential, you got someone who could be like a Josh Allen type of player.
Okay. That would be awesome. I seen I don't know if you pay attention to Tennessee wide receivers, but I think his name is Jones Jr.
Yeah,
Out of Tennessee. He's starting to move up the rankings, and with us, I'm not saying that our wide receiver coach will have any say so or nothing, but maybe he tries to get that guy on our team. I've been watching him. If you watch him at the Senior Bowl, he had like a 70 or no, it was like a 55 or 57 yard touchdown.
that's
Um,
crazy.
and he smoked a defender. If you go look at his tape, dude, that kid is very, very versatile in the slot on the outside, very fast, deep threat. Very his route running is something that caught my eye. That's what I kind of look for when I'm looking at wide receivers. That's a major key for me is if he can get off the line quick, if he can run a route. Um, and we've struggled to see that last year. To cause separation. So and that comes from your route running. If you're not running your routes, good enough, you're not going to cause separation to get.
Right. Oh wait, it cut out again.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I don't know why it keeps doing that shit. But anyways, yeah. So I think, um, yeah, I think that kid's pretty good, dude. If he falls in like the fourth round, maybe goes undrafted because a lot of people are saying he might go undrafted.
Wait, who Glass?
No, that wide receiver out of Tennessee,
Oh, if he
Jones
goes
Jr.
drafted, we gotta get him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think that kid. They were saying he might go undrafted because he's not like a super big name. But I watched his tape, man. That kid can get open. He can cause separation. He's got big plays in his highlights. Um, yeah, dude. If he went undrafted, that would be an absolute steal. But I still think he gets picked up, dude. For
Yeah,
sure.
I think he's gonna be like a fourth, fifth round pick.
That's what I thought. I wouldn't mind a fourth round pick because I think he's definitely worth it. I haven't seen his stats. I haven't looked really deep into him. I've just been watching some of his highlights, and I was pretty impressed by his route running, honestly.
Yeah, man. I think there's a possibility. We might take two receivers in the draft because I don't know if you seen my mock draft, but Sky Moore fell to the fourth round. Yeah, I mean maybe something like that could happen in real life, and you take two receivers in the draft.
Yeah, that would be pretty badass
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, I'd love a lot if we, I'd love it a lot if we got two wide receivers in this year's draft. And focus on O line as well. If we focus on O line, wide receiver position, um, like I said, keep our tight ends where they're at. Um, and just go all out for offense. And maybe it may, like you said, maybe a safety because we know Malcolm Jenkins. It's probably his last year, so we got to look for a future, and this guy can develop under him. If we could somehow sign PJ Williams, that's definitely. I know we used to rag on him a lot when he played the cornerback position,
Chris
but
Richard.
but
It was good. Slim South.
yeah, Slim South and Rose City. I see you guys.
Yeah, in Rose City. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, we're back up live. I tried to get to StreamYard, but they're cutting me off and said only 5% of users stream that much. I had 28 hours or something, and you're only supposed to stream like 20 hours a month or something. I don't know. So I guess I did a limit. I tried to delete it. It still won't let me in. So that's why I'm here on Melon app. It's a little different, but hey, it still lets me go live. Still can talk a little Saints football and bring people up. So yeah, I'm happy with it, man. Melon's it's a little different though, for sure. You tried it out, Josh?
Yeah, I still can't get in. YouTube still got me banned.
Oh, the whole YouTube. Oh man, they stay man strict, bro. Like
Yeah,
I don't know why they want to do you like that, for sure, bro. Like it's messed up. People are just trying to stream, not like we're trying to like make fucking money off this stuff. We're just sitting here trying to talk some football, honestly.
exactly.
I like to keep updated on Saints football stuff, and yeah, I like to get other people's ideas on where they would like to go, and you know, in the draft and other stuff too, because drafts is coming up.
Yep.
And I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know if you are, but I am.
Oh, I am.
I'm excited about. Right now, we can reconstruct people's deals, and I really feel we're gonna start hearing that in the next couple days. Maybe that maybe we reconstructed Andreas Pete's deal. I could really see that he's really highly paid. He didn't play last year. Michael Thomas as well. We could still make him happy, reconstruct his deal, and maybe give him some more money on a different year. And I think he'd be happy with that as well because I mean, no matter what he's getting paid, he didn't play last year. That's another big thing. I think the addition, and I haven't really heard anybody talk about it, but I'm gonna be here to say it. With the release of Brett Maher, or the kicker, that just goes to show you, Will Lutz will come back.
Hmm.
For me, that's huge. If you notice, we struggled pretty much all year long up until the last couple of
Until we found Brett Maher.
yeah, until we signed Brett Maher. I think we signed him twice. We let him go once. He went elsewhere, but he came back. and when he came back, he did good. I mean, he was pretty much. I
Hmm.
think he was like golden through every kick. In my opinion, that's good. We struggled through that all year, even in the kicking game. So if we can get Will Nuts Lutz back, man, that fool. I like Willie Nuts. I think that fool. I think that fool is funny. Um, when he's up in the locker room and they're always talking about Will Lutz, I thought that shit was hilarious. We need to bring him back for sure, and I believe he's still under contract anyway.
Hmm.
That's why we're releasing Brett. Hey, and I gotta say, hey, thanks Brett for coming in later on in the season,
Yeah.
doing stellar for us Saints, holding it down until Will Lutz can come back. So hey, all props to Brett for actually showing up, showing out.
Shout
Uh,
out to him.
right, because I mean we struggled all season in that, and I don't think he gets enough credit. I really don't. So yeah, I was just trying to throw a little credit on him, and I
Shout out
really
to Byron Johnson too, the kicker who made them field goals in Seattle, the rookie kicker.
Yeah, I think man, he went elsewhere and he was still doing.
Yeah.
I can't remember where he went, but man,
Yeah, me either. I want to say Chicago, but I'm not too sure.
yeah, I kind of want to say that too. That or the Browns,
Yeah. So,
one of the two. I can't. I think it might be the Browns. But yeah, man, I can't believe we let him go. That kid had a lot of potential, but I mean, with Will Lutz coming back,
yeah.
I think Will Lutz wanted to come back. I think maybe he just re-injured like a hamstring. And he was just you can't go on IR twice a year, so that screwed his chances of coming back. I think he was healthy during the last end of the stretch and was ready to go. He's already kicking field goals. He posted a while back, so in my opinion, he's going to be 100% ready come week 1.
Yeah. Can't wait to see him back, man. Because with him and Gillikin, man, I mean that's a nice tandem, man. That might be the best kicker tandem. I mean, kicker punter tandem in the league.
I'm going to agree with that. Who Gilligan? Gilligan came out, bro,
He was a baller, man.
baller. And hey, you know what? And I thought too, I was like, man, Thomas Morstead, why do we gotta let that dude go, man? I liked him. And then when when Blake Gilligan came in, man, this kid came in, started dropping bombs by the touchdowns, like the inside the 10-yard line. Now I was just amazed, man. I was like, man, this kid's. Oh, I think old Josh Appel's fan dipped out. But yeah, I think that was definitely crazy when Blake came in and showed up, man, as a rookie coming in, behind Thomas Morstead. That's definitely huge. I mean, just to think about it, coming in behind Thomas Morstead, he's got to show up. And he did. I think he learned a lot behind Thomas Morstead, and he really helped him in the long run. And now we see it this year. Blake Gilligan was definitely, in my opinion, I think he should have been the punter, definitely
Hmm.
the punter of the year or whatever that award is. I
Yeah,
definitely
he should have
feel,
went All Pro, man. I don't know how he didn't make it.
yeah, All Pro. That's the one I'm thinking of. He definitely should have went All Pro. Me personally, I don't understand why he didn't. The dude's the dude was kicking inside of the 10-yard line all season long since
Like, bro,
he
that Washington game, bro, you can argue he single handedly won us that game, man.
single handedly, dude. I mean, with kicking it inside the 5-yard line pretty much every time he was. Man, dude, like that dude's a stud. I like Blake, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. I like I said earlier, I was kind of iffy about him when we first let go of um that other guy,
Yeah, more
Thomas
stud.
Morstead. I was kind of iffy, but once I seen what Blake can do, um, it just showed that. Yeah, Thomas Morstead's I ain't taking nothing from him, but Blake Gilligan just came in and just showed that he can be. To me, he should have been an All Pro this year. Show me one punter in the league that's better than him. I can't find it. Maybe
Exactly.
I could tell you the best kicker in the league is that guy from the Ravens,
Yeah, Tucker.
Tucker. But I think Will Lutz is pretty high up there on that pedestal as well when it comes to kicking. And like you said, the duo between the two, man. I mean, when do you ever have a duo between two kickers? You know what I mean? Like, of course, unless you're a Ravens fan, but they're always having duo on kickers, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, bro. I'm just shocked that nobody stole Gillikin from our practice squad, man. Like that dude. I don't know how we even kept him, but man, I'm really really happy that we did, bro.
Right?
Like he is crazy good. Like I think I don't know the stats, but he probably was close to leading the league in punts inside the 5, man. Like he was good.
He has to, man, for sure.
Yeah, like he was literally the only good part about us having such a trash offense, man. Because he was man, he was good.
Oh shoot! Hey, bro! 15 minutes ago, here we go. Ryan Nilsson has signed a new 2-year deal to become a co-defensive coordinator with the Saints.
So it's
Fit,
official that they're gonna be cold.
so it's official. Shouts out to Bruce Fieldman for the post. Ross Jackson with the retweet. That's where I seen it. If you want to know, ESPN Adam Schefter. I don't think it's a lock that the 49ers Jimmy Garoppolo gets
Yeah, I
traded
just
this year.
saw it. It says yeah, Brian Fieldman. Saints had the best punter and field goal kicker in the NFL. Hey, I don't know about field goal kicker, Slim South. I'm gonna be honest, but punter, hey, gotta agree. But yeah, Ryan Nielsen, yeah, you're right. Um,
Yep, official news.
I mean, if that's what we had to do to keep both of them, then I mean, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, as long as we keep Chris Richards, man, like I'm so cool with it because Chris Richards have turned our defensive back room into monsters. So it says right here, defensive backs coach Chris Richards also elevated to co-defensive coordinator per source. Richard is a former Seahawks defensive coordinator under Pete Carroll. So basically, what they're saying, if you guys haven't heard in the comments, I'm reading this off the Twitter, just posted about 16 minutes ago. New Orleans Saints assistant head coach and defensive line coach Ryan Nielsen have been promoted to co-defensive coordinator under new coach Dennis Allen. Deal is done. Nielsen had multiple opportunities to be a college defensive coordinator, but gets his chance in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I definitely like it. I'm just I don't know, man, because like co coordinators, I don't know, because like the Dolphins had co offensive coordinators and that didn't work out too well. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical, but I just hope it works out.
Right. I think if they just pretty much, because I still think that Dennis Allen's going to be calling a lot of the defensive plays still. I just feel that with co-defensive player, I think they're just going to be still in mainly in their role. I think Ryan Nielsen will maybe have a little more than just defensive line. I think Chris Richard will have the defensive back room still. Maybe both of them with being they'll work on the linebackers together. I don't know how the linebacker room is going to work or what linebackers coach we have there.
They had to keep Chris Richard. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Slim South.
They had to, man. That dude is. If we were to lose him, man, I'd be pissed. I'm not even gonna lie. I
Same.
can't. I can't sit up here and lie because if you notice, one person, for instance, bro, PJ Williams. We wrote this dude off time and time again. We got mad when the Saints re-signed him. He'd get smoked, looking like Eli Apple. And then all of a sudden, he switched positions from cornerback to safety, and Chris Richard seen it in him. I don't know what he's seen in him, but he's seen that he'd be a better safety. Switched him to that role, and hey, we got to admit, PJ Williams has been showing up, and he's been showing up pretty strong.
Right. I just wish he could save what's left of Malcolm Jenkins, man. But nah, man, like for real, like I mean, Lattimore, like when we actually had an offense that could stay on the field, Lattimore was looking like a top two corner. Marcus Williams improved. Paulson Adebo really developed nicely so far. PJ Williams developed nicely too. I mean, I mean, he's done a great job. I mean, so far he's just done a great job.
Right, for sure they have. Like, definitely done a killer job. I think Chris Richard, like I said, is just turning that defensive back room into. I mean, he was part of the Legion. He was a big reason that Legion of Boom was how good they were. Yes, they had good players, but Chris Richard really got those players to play with their full ability. You seen Richard Sherman ball out as a Seattle Seahawk. You see him go to the Niners. He did okay, but you can't tell me that Richard Sherman has been a better player outside of being in the Legion of Boom and a Seahawk. I know that was younger in his career as well, so that does take a little consideration. But I still feel it was a lot to do with Chris Richard boosting that whole defensive back room in Seattle up as well as he did here, and we see it. And I think
Facts.
if we were to lose him, we would really know it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you've seen Aaron Glenn. I hate hating on him, but Aaron Glenn had our defensive back room for a couple years by himself. Then you switch it to Chris Richard, and within the year that Chris Richard had our defensive back room, like he turned that 100 degrees, man. He turned that 180 degrees around, and man, um, a lot of the big plays we didn't see this year on our defense, which was good. Don't get me wrong, there were a couple that slipped up, but for the most part, we didn't give up big time plays.
Yeah, and if we did give up big time plays, 9 times out of 10, it was Malcolm Jenkins. Just being honest, I'm gonna keep saying it. I think he's holding our group back, but yeah, Chris Richard has done a great job, man. I mean, you couldn't ask more like anything else from him.
Right, right. Yeah, you really can't, man. And I think you'd be happy with the role of being a co-defensive coordinator because I guess it gives you a bigger role. Um,
Gives you a bigger pay raise.
you get a bigger pay raise, and he's probably going to be, like I said, still focused on the defensive back room. That's where he thrives, and I think if the linebackers fall to under him, I think they will even thrive even more. I think Pete Warner still has a lot, to show. He was a rookie, and I still think he came out and played like an NFL level. I feel he can be a starter. But with that being said, I still want K1. The energy K1 brings, the swagger, the dog mentality. Him and CD matched up together, and him and Demario Davis. Man, those three right there are just yeah, you just can't match that. I mean, I'm not taking anything from Pete Warner. I'm just saying the K1's energy. I like it. I seen something about KJ Wright wanted to sign with the Saints. I wouldn't have minded that at all. I think that dude's a stud. I think him and Demario would be something to watch. But I still want to see K1 in the black and gold.
I mean, I'm not gonna necessarily disagree with the fact that I don't want to see him because I do. I just don't know how realistic it is, man.
Right.
I just think some team, is gonna offer him some money that we just can't afford, and you just got to deal with it at that point. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong, but I just don't like if it's anything over like 3 mil or something like that. I just wouldn't do it because it's not a position of need.
Right, right. It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then plus that solidifies not only does that solidify Ryan Nilsson to be our defensive coach for the next couple years as well, it also gives us hope that we still have Chris Richards as well. So I'm happy that we promoted both of them. It makes both those coaches happy, even though they're doing a co-defensive coordinator role. I still think they still get a pay raise, makes them happy. They're still under contract, which means we still have them as our defensive co-coordinators. In my opinion, I think it's a killer idea. And like I said, it keeps Chris Richard on our team, keeps Ryan Nilsson on our team. They both know our defense. I think that's a smart thing by Dennis Allen.
yeah, I definitely like it, man. And man, like this defense next year, man, I expect big things, man. I expect them to keep up some of that same momentum that they had for this year and really for these past couple years, man. They've been dominant, man. So hopefully they could just keep doing what they've been doing.
For sure, yeah, they've been really dominant, man, and I really hope they continue because we definitely need that. Wait, what's this? Gail Benson. I don't care how much money it costs. Antonio Daniels is one of the most important people in the Pelicans organization.
Absolutely.
And he needs to stay in NOLA for as long as humanly possible. That's Gail Benson for you. I'm not big on I'm not big into the basketball scene, so I don't know too much about it. But Josh can comment on that. Is that a good thing by Gail Benson or?
Absolutely, yeah. AD is the color analyst for the Pelicans, man. He is amazing. He used to play in the NBA. Former champion, man. He is amazing. Him and Joel Myers, man. They're just elite at what they do, man. They're really good at broadcasting, man. We gotta keep AD as long as possible. He interacts with the fans on Twitter too, man. He's just a great person, man.
Wow, that's awesome. Hell yeah, I just followed him for sure.
Yeah, good dude, man. I hope we keep him, man, because he makes watching the games really really fun. Him and Joel. Let me give Joel credit too. He's good as well.
I just
Antonio
seen.
Daniels loves it here. Absolutely.
All right, see, Slim Salad knows what's up. You guys know. Antonio Dan. Well, Gail Benson feels the same way as you guys. She wants to retain him as long as possible, and I get you already heard her, so out of her mouth,
She
I
said
believe.
that.
Yeah. And let me see who posted that, but it was like Gail Benson's words or whatever. I have to look for it. Who posted that? But yeah, what Gil was basically saying, you got to do whatever it takes to keep him.
Yeah.
So I could see him getting a contract or whatever, however they do that, and Bill or Gil definitely keeps him around. And it sounds like he's definitely an asset to the team.
Facts. His analysis is great. The players love him as well. You just gotta keep him. And he also defends us, man. He defend the clowns. National media clowns. Don't understand what's happening, man. Don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and they push the narrative about this Zion, and man, I mean, I feel bad for Zion. What if this guy's just kicking back, trying to rehab his life, back to that court, and now he gets online and all he sees is all these news medias, blasting him, talking about he wants to trade. In my opinion, if I was him, and I picked my phone up and all I seen that on Twitter, I would probably put my phone down and get back to work. Um, and I say that because a lot of people, if you feed into it, um, you feed into all this negativity and stuff. It sometimes gets to you. It gets to your head, and it's a mind game type thing. So, in my opinion, I think Zion is focusing on just strictly his health and getting back on the court. I don't think he's focusing on whatever this news media. To be honest, I think he just don't give a shit about the news media because they're gonna push the narrative no matter what. So I think Zion's like whatever. I do still think Zion should come out, maybe come to a game, maybe be on the sidelines, talk to the news reporter, maybe tell him an update. That way, they're not going to be bothering it, too much about it anymore. If you just come to a game, get the news report out of the way, come to yourself, come in personally, and tell him how you feel. I still believe he wants to be with the Pelicans, and if he just came and did that, just come to a home game, or whatever, and go on the sidelines and you don't even have to dress down because you're not going to play. So just give an update, seeing how you're feeling, and I think that would give a lot of more hopes to Pelicans fans, and maybe it'll shut the narrative down a little from the news media.
Yeah, just a little bit, man. But I mean, they just handled this terribly. I mean, maybe he did actually have a setback. That probably did happen. But I just think the Pelicans need to come out and just say, he's not going to be playing for the rest of the season because I feel like that's where like most of the speculation is coming from. Like, when is he going to play? Like, like they just need to say he's just not going to play for the rest of this year. But and I also need Zion to talk more. Like I said on the last live, man, I need something, man. I mean, just like a little 10-minute interview or something, bro. Because you know, like if you don't say nothing, they're gonna create the narrative for you. So you got to change the narrative for yourself.
Right. Yeah, you definitely got to change the narrative because they're gonna blast you and they're gonna blast you hard until you come. I mean, you got clowns like Stephen A. You got clowns like what's that guy? Nick Wright. You got clowns like that, and no matter what part of New Orleans organization you're from, whether it's the Saints or the Pelicans, they're gonna talk that if they're gonna find a narrative to push, like the Zion, Michael Thomas. You've seen this all year this year. You've seen it all year last year. Michael Thomas needs to be traded. Michael Thomas doesn't want to be a part of the Saints. Michael Thomas is. But they fail to realize when Michael Thomas signed that contract, what's the first thing he posted and said out loud, verbally, right there? He signed that contract, posted up on Twitter, IG, and he even said in an interview, after this 5 year contract is up, I want to sign another 5 year contract here in New Orleans. This is where I want to retire. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to play my football. To me, that tells me he's dedicated to this team, and I've never lost faith. It goes to show you Stephen A. Smith, you got Chris Collinsworth, you got Nick Wright, you got there's others that I just can't even think of right offhand, but you guys got all these dudes up here that are basically they you see them mostly on ESPN, Sports Center, and all that, and those are the guys. I bring them up because those are the guys that push the narrative about Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas didn't want to be a part of the New Orleans Saints. It's kind of weird. Michael Thomas, had to basically come out. Dennis Allen had to come out and say, "Hey, we're on the right terms. We're ready for the next season." He's excited. They're still trying to push the narrative about trading him because we would get better pick. To me, I mean, these guys, I mean, just find a narrative to push, and they're going to push it until a player comes out like Michael Thomas and Dennis Allen had to finally come out and in that narrative. Hey, I spoken to him. Hey, we're on the same page. He's excited. So they're going to push the Zion issue and they're gonna keep pushing it
Man, they
until
try to get him in New York. That's what they pushing it for, man. They don't want
right.
no stars here, man. Like that's all this about, bro.
Same thing they did with that AD guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They pushed him out of the building. Um, Same, it's the same thing, kind of concept. They find talent, and they're like, oh, Saints or the New Orleans Pelicans don't need that type of talent over there. And they try to push the narrative. Oh, they're going to trade him. Oh, they're not. Zion just needs to come out, like you said, a little 10-minute interview, speak about his recovery, speak about his health, speak about how he's feeling about the team, and what are his thoughts about going forward. Because that would be big, not only for the team, but for all this dang national media, man. I can't say it enough. I mean, I don't even watch it, and I still see it all over Twitter. I mean, they're
yeah, it's
blasting him.
everywhere.
And like I said, it's kind of like the same concept with Michael Thomas' story. I don't know why they want to push these big superstar people and try to get in their head to basically want to trade or something. Michael Thomas ain't going to want to trade, and I believe Zion doesn't want one either. I think him and Bi plays really good together, and I think they haven't even got to see the CJ, the Zion, and them all together at once. So yeah, man, I think they can come back and do something good, dude, for sure. The Pelicans, I mean, yes, Zion might not come back this year. I mean, it's not looking like it. But hey, like I said, I mean, him and Michael Thomas come back next year, guys, and both the teams will be a lot more better.
Facts, and I think a lot of this has to do with like they don't want small markets to have big stars, man, and it doesn't make much sense to me, man, because small market teams are on the rise, man. This is a fun fact. The teams that have had the most wins over the last 5 seasons in the NFL have been us and the Packers. Those are two small market teams. The Bucks in the NBA, they just won the championship. Like you see these big market teams like the Knicks or in the NFL, the Giants and the Jets, like you see them struggling. Like it's like small markets are like you can make a case they're better than the bigger markets, man. But it's just they're not gonna get that same attention, and they want all the star players to leave. They said the same thing about Giannis. They're trying to get Aaron Rodgers out of Green Bay too. So they
Mm-hmm.
like to do that.
They do. Hypothetical trade. Jaguars receive Amari Cooper. Cowboys receive second round pick in 2022 draft, fifth round pick in 22 draft. I don't see that happening.
That's not a good trade for the
Hypothetical.
Cowboys.
And hey, guess who posted that? PFF. They're always posting some type of bullshit.
Yeah, they're just not not good, man.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Like every time they go live, I go on there and listen, but I just can't without saying anything because me, some of their shit they say, they're the big ones that we're talking about. Michael Thomas not wanting to be a part of the Saints. It's like, dude,
Yeah, they was
come
pushing
on.
that hard.
They were pushing it super hard. Now all of a sudden, a couple days ago, they posted Jameis Winston's like a plus 500 to land with the Saints. And I'm like, wow, they actually posted something that I might agree with. Um, I agree Jameis Winston will sign with us. So, yeah, I agree with that. But then I seen him post something about like Jameis Winston going to sign with the Steelers. And they're like, I think it's like plus 500 as well or something. I don't know. But PFF, I feel on Twitter, they contradict themselves a lot. And a lot of their takes are basic. How can I put it? Basically, how I can put it is just casuals like posting just random shit that might sound good to them. But I mean, they were one of the guys that were saying the Saints were going to trade Michael Thomas for CJ Hendrickson. And that's pretty much all I got to say about them to realize, how their football IQ just doesn't add up. So I don't know who's running the Twitter. The two guys running the Twitter PFF. profile, but they're doing a horrible job. Definitely. Uh, some of their takes on football, man, they got me laughing, dude. Yeah, dude, I just don't understand.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Cause you know a lot of people say we should trade Mike or whatever because of the cap space and you know that whole situation. And I don't think people realize like if you trade Michael Thomas, like that doesn't save you money. Like that loses you like 50 mil. Like that's like a $50 million um cap hit, man. But just briefly getting back on to the Pelicans just for something just a little minor. They like to say the Pelicans don't have, you know, good management and, you know, like a good front office or whatever. I don't think like these people literally don't know nothing. Like I don't think this like that they know the same people who run the Saints run the Pelicans as well. But yeah, just continue.
Right, right, okay, right. That's true, huh?
Yeah.
I just seen 3 hours ago, I guess, with the 17th round of the New Orleans Breakers picked wide receiver Chad Williams. He played for the Cardinals.
Chad
Um,
Williams. I think he went to Gremlin, I think.
you're right, Gremlin State.
Yeah.
That is exactly who it is. We picked him up as a wide receiver for the Breakers. So Breakers are making some moves, man. I hate to say that, but man, what you said earlier, oh, it's starting to digest here. They're starting to pick up some pretty key players. Um, not only on that O line, I mean the guard they picked up. Let's see if I could find it, and I'll tell you the name. One of these guards they picked up, man. I mean, he looked bigger than Cesar Ruiz, and in my opinion, I mean, hey, we'll trade him straight across, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Shout out to Chad Williams, man. Staying in state, went to Gremlin, back in New Orleans. So shout out to that.
We got Johnny Dixon, Ohio State,
Ohio State, yeah.
wide receiver, round 14. Chad Williams, round 17. Jordan Ellis, running back slash fullback out of Virginia. Um, we got Kyle Straller. Where's that one dude? We got kicker Austin McGinnis.
Probably better
Uh,
than that Rosas dude.
another running back slash fullback, Larry Rose the third. Let's see, offensive line, Wallace. Let's see, where's that other guy? Defensive tackle, man, that guy looked pretty big. Round 25 is I can't pronounce that dude's name at all. Taywan Taylor.
Oh yeah, he played in the NFL.
Yep, for the Browns.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to find out an offensive lineman, dude. He was pretty big. Well, yeah, I'm excited. When do you get to start watching them play? In spring, I heard.
Yeah, it's around like April. I think I don't know the exact date, but I think it's after the draft. It might be before. Actually, yeah, it's before the draft, but it's in April.
Holy cow, dude! This guy, offensive lineman, dude. You gotta look him up. Dude, how big is this guy? This guy is huge. Offensive line, dude. I will trade him for Cesar Ruiz today. So, anyways, he came out of he's Canadian offensive lineman Liam Dobson. Getting drafted by the USFL is a big deal. The New Orleans Breakers picked offensive lineman Liam Dobson in round 23. Yeah, dude, this guy's. I mean, his shirt doesn't even fit over
You
his
only
belly.
allow one person on Melon app with you at least you with you at least you pay. I don't know what he meant by that. You need to get back on StreamYard. That's why you couldn't get Jerry on.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that hoodie. I can't get back on Streamyard for for a couple days or so. I'm not quite sure exactly when. They uh they said I stream like 28 hours or something over. I mean like 8 hours over. I'm only supposed to stream 20 hours. I deleted the videos like you said and went back and they still wouldn't let me stream. They said I gotta like upgrade or wait. So
You gotta see what Hoodie do, cause all his streams be like 3-4 hours.
I think he deletes them right after the fact, which is, I need to start doing that. I had a bunch of videos on there that I never deleted because I never knew. I mean, you actually could do that, so I never even screwed with that. I probably should have.
Mm.
But yeah, that offensive lineman, dude, that dude is huge, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. That dude's, I mean, he's got to be like 375.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm not kidding, dude. He's huge. Maybe not that big, but I mean, dude, he's huge. His helmet doesn't even fit his face. It looks like. I'm gonna look up his Liam Dobson. See if I can find. Yeah, he's a big boy, bro. 1 year ago, let's see if I can find his weight. Because I mean, fuck, dude. No, I can't. I can't find it right now. But the dude is, yeah. I started deleting the other night, and I paid in 20 a month, which isn't bad. No, Hootie. Once I get paid, I gotta go. Well, I got my checks. I just haven't made it to. I just haven't made it to the bank yet. So yeah, I'm gonna pay for StreamYard. Yeah, I see it's only $20 a month. I'm definitely gonna pay for it because you could stream unlimited. It says. So I'm definitely gonna do that for sure, Hootie. Hey Hootie, now that you're on here, I want to know if you're gonna go live tonight or not. Let us know in the comments because I missed your last one. But yeah, dude, it looks like the New Orleans Breakers are making some moves, man, in this draft. So I mean, kudos to them, bud. I mean, for sure.
Best team in New Orleans.
God damn. Don't say that, dude.
Oh, my bad. It's Tulane.
No, too late. Yeah, I know Hootie's been busy, working those like 10 jobs and like never getting sleep, bro. That fool be working around the clock sometimes. He be even popping up lives after work, man. Hey, respect to you, Hootie. You know what I'm saying? If you don't go live tonight, hey, we get it, dude. I mean, shit.
Mm.
Sometimes you just need a rest, bro. Catch up on them Z's. But if you do, I'll pop up in there, say what's up, talk some some football for sure. I really think here in a couple days, I think we're gonna start seeing the Saints reconstructing some deals. At least I hope.
I hope so, because I'm tired of the national media saying we broke.
Man, that I hate arguing with other like fans talking about that
They
because
don't get it, bro.
they don't get Mickey Loomis and how smart he is. Honestly,
Mickey Nomics.
right? Oh shoot, Chris Oakey, defensive tackle. He comes from the Cowboys.
Breakers player.
Yeah, Breakers player. We picked him up round 26, not pick 9. I picked up another dude. We've gone all out. It looks like a lot on defensive tackles and edge rushers on New Orleans Breakers. I've been noticing.
Mm.
Yeah, Soto, another defensive tackle. That's pretty cool. At least they're making moves, man.
Yep.
Kyle Slaughter, I think he'll do pretty good with him.
Yep. Sam.
And it looked like on round 23, we picked 2 guards. We got that Liam Dobson I talked about and Jalen Allen. That was round 3 selection. Oh my god, I need to get this picture. I want to see if I can. How can I do this here? Hold on. Save photo.
You can't share screen on Melon.
See if I can. Oh wait, no, I'm on my tablet, so I'm looking on my phone though. Let's see if I can do this here. Put this right in front of my camera. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, don't do me like that. Oh, bro, I meant. Come on. I think I shared it here. Let me see if I shared it. Oh man, I gotta find that photo again, dude. That photo, dude. I'm telling you, this offensive line guy, you're gonna be like, what the? Dude's huge. Come on, it's gonna be. I seen it right here. Perfect. See if I can put that on my camera screen. And look at that.
Oh, he is
Look,
huge, man.
dude, his belly doesn't fit in any of his jerseys, bro. Like, look at that guy. He's bigger than both those freaking defensive linemen. The defensive line and linebacker.
Why did he not make the NFL, man?
That's what I'm saying. He should be on the Saints. Hey, like I said, I would switch him with Cesar Ruiz any day. Holy shit, that guy is. I mean, he's got to be. I mean, he's big, dude. Got to be like 6 foot. So I'm gonna go look at this guy's stats and shit, dude. And he plays guard position. Hello, Saints. I mean, make the
Yeah,
phone call,
him.
but
Yeah. Him and Ruiz need to switch teams, man.
you're right. Let's see. I'll tell you how much right here. Stats. Let's see. 6'3", 330 pounds.
330. My God, man.
Jesus. Man,
Yeah,
that
he
boy
big.
big, bro.
Yeah, he big, bro.
And he said 12 games. After starting all 12 games and averaging 12 knockdowns per game in 2019, was Maine's highest graded offensive lineman in every game as a junior. Rushed for 1 yard on a carry against Elon in 2019. Was named second team All CAA.
What
And
school did he go to?
he went to transfer from Maine, which did not play last fall. Was a 2020 preseason All American. Here, let
How
me
did he
see.
not make the NFL, man? It's crazy. But yeah, man, the Breakers look like they hit on the draft, man. Which is what you need to do. I don't know if the USFL allowed trades or anything, so you gotta hit on the draft.
Yeah, for real, we definitely got to hit on the draft.
Yeah.
Canadian Prep Academy is a high school he went to. Previous school was Maine. So he got drafted to Maine. He played for the Bobcats. This guy is like definitely starting all 14 games, helped pave the way for a 1,000-yard rusher, and the Bears averaging 135 yards rushing per game. He was a big part of that.
So why didn't he go to the NFL?
That's what I'm wondering. Man, how did that guy slip out of the NFL's hands?
Like, I'm really confused right now.
I mean, when you're that big, like, come on, dude. Like, everybody wants a big guy like that on your O line.
Right, at least as a backup.
Yeah, at least. I mean, if we were to have him this year, I would have been stoked.
The Eastern replacement.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's see who we got. Round 19, we passed. We have passed on a third round pick in the 19th round. Third pick in the 19th round, result of an earlier comp. Oh, I see. Comp pick. Passing on a pick in a USFL draft. Teams may elect to pass during any round in exchange for a pick that may be used for a conclusional of a different position round. Oh.
Mm.
So, whoa, I've been noticing this USFL draft, so each round is a different position.
Right.
So that's a trip, man. Honestly, that's pretty crazy.
All right.
But it looks like I mean, they're making some players. I mean, getting some players. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, I really hope the Breakers do well, man. I hope their offense in particular is good because I just want to see a good offense, man. Oh
Yeah,
man.
for real. Our offense lacked last year, and all I gotta say about that is I really hope our offense thrives this year under a new head coach. We're gonna have the same offensive coordinator. I feel our offensive line are gonna get stronger. I feel our wide receiver room, even though it's a new hire, I still feel like he brings an energy. If you've ever watched his videos, he brings an energy to that wide receiver room. I definitely think he could whip our wide receivers up into shape, get some separation, draft some good wide receivers, and get them NFL ready for next season. So with that being said, I think our offense is going to look a lot better than it did this year. As long as we re-sign Jameis, get him some offensive line help, get Cesar Ruiz to just be an extra offensive line guy.
That's harsh, man.
I know it's harsh. Uh, uh, you know, I do rag on Cesar Ruiz a lot. Um, maybe he does stride a little more when our whole offensive line is healthy.
Emma
He
Doug Marone.
and under Doug Marone, I mean, maybe Doug Marone will get him to play his full ability, and stop maybe get him to train on this guard position since he's always played center. Um, they just need to teach him how to definitely guard better. Pete, if they could work with Andreas Pete in the passing game, pass blocking, I think that would be amazing. And I think Doug Marone could be the guy to change that offensive line around. And I say that after watching that video that I was talking about earlier in my last stream. I just think just of how he's talking about hip placement, footwork, knee level, all that. It's all about getting off the line as an offensive line guy. And yeah, like I said, Doug Marone can really whip that offensive line definitely into shape. And I think Burns can really stride. He's from Tennessee. I think we still have Galloway. I think Galloway will definitely stride under him. Michael Thomas, and we already know what he does. But if we could finally solidify a number 2 wide receiver under Burns, I'd be super stoked. That's all we're asking as Saints fans is to have an offensive have an offense that's out there that is explosive, and we can have that with Jameis Winston under center and our offensive line being healthy, and add a couple more weapons on the outside, and I think we can push for a deep run.
Yeah, I think we're Super Bowl contenders, man. I don't care what no one says. I think we're Super Bowl contenders. I mean, you could argue if Jameis. I mean, not even to be honest. Let's be honest. It's not even arguable. With Jameis Winston, the Saints are a playoff team. So you can't tell me if the Saints add Michael Thomas, another good wide receiver, fix up that O line. Potentially add another running back. And just add another safety maybe or another DT. You can't tell me they're not going to be Super Bowl contenders.
Right, 100%. I mean, you seen what You seen what the Rams did? They went all out. They signed a bunch of different players. They were basically a quarterback and like a linebacker away, and maybe a wide receiver. I still think they should have never let Jackson go. I think that was, still a stupid move, even though they picked up Odell. Because you seen Jackson, he went to the Raiders and he balled out. I mean, he did great. I wanted the Saints to sign him when he was a free agent last year,
Me
but
too.
we kind of failed on that situation, and the Raiders picked up on it. You seen once he hit the free agency market, I mean, he was picked up automatically. That goes to show you. I mean, he just wasn't, maybe he just didn't fit in a part of the Rams organization, and we got to look at that as some players. Some players just don't fit in. Jarvis Landry, maybe he's just not fitting in that organization anymore. He feels disrespected. He wants out, but yet at the same time, he's asking $18 million. So like we said earlier, it's definitely off the table. We can't afford an $18 million dollar wide receiver. We already have $100 million wide receiver on one side, so that's a huge negative. But I mean, if we could find a solid number two that doesn't want to kill our bank, I definitely think we can pick one up, especially in this draft. Even besides free agency, I think this draft is just so deep with wide receivers. I mean, like I said, we could probably pick up a pretty solid one in the fourth round and still be happy. Um, but I definitely want us to at least try for a wide receiver in the first round, depending on what we do in free agency. If not that, like I said, O line. I would love for us to go O line, guard position, maybe even a tackle to fulfill T. Stead's role. But I still think we shouldn't overlook Landon Young, because Landon Young, I think he's got a lot of potential, and we can't really just erase him away, because he was drafted last year. He is on IR, but if he's healthy come next year and T-Stead's gone, I mean, you got to think about that as well. I think Landon Young has a lot of upside, and I think we can maybe draft another guard or tackle, just in case.
Yeah, Landon Young is definitely in the play. I don't know if he's quite a starter just yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was. But man, I just really hope we fix this offense, man, and just get it rolling, man. Because if we can consistently drop around like 25 points a game, like I mean, that's just a winning record waiting to happen.
Facts. And that, like we've been stressing all day about, it starts with that O line. I
Right.
mean, honestly, I mean, yes, I mean we need to solidify our quarterback, but I mean, if we don't solidify something to do with that O line, if we're losing T-Stead, if Cesar Ruiz, and obviously still our starter, we got to address those two needs, and I think, to be honest, I wouldn't be mad if we went into this year's draft and we picked up two offensive line guys, a guard and a tackle position. I wouldn't be mad at that. To be honest, I think it'd be smart. And I say that because maybe we can score some good offensive big guys that play better than Cesar Ruiz. We got to remember we got Cesar Ruiz in the first round, and he's playing like we got him in the seventh round. And technically, he's playing like he went undrafted. In my
Honestly.
opinion, honestly, he doesn't look like first round talent. I was excited when we drafted him. I was kind of mad because we needed other positions fulfilled. I was excited to say, hey, another offensive line guy, definitely needed. And then I thought about it and I said, if you look at his size, to me, I think they should have went with somebody that had a little more size on him. And if you were not going to draft him for that center role, you should have drafted a person that doesn't play out of position. Um, you kind of maybe have ruined Ruiz's career by moving him to guard. Um, Maybe he just doesn't pick up guard as well as he picked up center. We don't know because we never seen him at center, part of us. So got to look at that as well. Um, to me, like I said, I wouldn't mind at least picking up maybe even one in free agent. And like I said, if we were to pick up Nick Easton and go into this year's draft and pick up a good, solid O line guy, I wouldn't be mad. That way, we have not only depth at that position, but some starters that we can. Because me personally, I rather have Nick Easton than Cesar Ruiz play guard. Um, that's just my opinion. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think honestly, Landon Young could probably play better, and Cesar Ruiz can at the guard position. I feel he's bigger. He's a bigger guy. Um, I don't know. I just don't have too much faith in Cesar Ruiz until he shows me something um, to give faith in. Because that was, to me, he's our biggest, weakest link on that offensive line.
Facts, but I just hope he can turn it around. I think he still has a chance to turn it around, and I really hope he does, bro. Because it's just not looking good for his case right now, man. I mean, with the way T Higgins has looked so far, man, it's like, I mean, that dude could have been in black and gold. So it's just not looking good for Cesar Ruiz right now, man. Hopefully, he can fix his mistakes, man. Hopefully.
Right. Yeah, I hope so. Oh, Sal Cannella from Auburn. Tight end.
Breakers.
Breakers pick a tight end. Well, that's good for them, man. That's awesome. Glad for them. I think, yeah, dude, what we are talking about earlier, man. I feel like Cesar Ruiz, I mean, he didn't go in the first round, guys, for nothing. I mean, I think if we look at it, he was the number one center in college. He wasn't letting anybody by, allowed zero pressures. He was a killer stud, dude. In college, he came to the NFL. We switched in positions. Maybe we just got to give him time. Um, maybe if okay, maybe this was his sophomore slump. Um, and we're gonna go into next year maybe playing better. I do got to take in consideration with our O line going down, Ryan Ramczyk, Eric McCoy, T. Stead, Andreas Pete, with all of them going down, he didn't really have that continuity. He didn't have all those starters basically helping him out as well. So maybe if we had all the starters last year, maybe Cesar Ruiz would have looked a lot different. Maybe he would have looked a lot better because he has that continuity next to him. Um, so yeah, as much as we harsh on him, maybe we got to think, hey, dude, this kid was a first round pick. Um, Maybe if we give him just a little more time, as much as I hate to say it, because I don't like to give people time, especially on the O line. You should be ready to go. You should be ready to go at all costs. You're protecting a quarterback at all needs. You're basically one of the strongest pieces to the team. Um, so the other teammates can do good. Like quarterback can play to his best ability without an O line. You see what happens. So, I rag on Cesar Ruiz a lot, but I still got to think about that as well.
All right. Yeah, man. I just hope he can just improve, man. And I mean, I think like again, like when the O line was healthy, I think he did show glimpses at times. It just wasn't consistent. Hopefully he can just stay consistent, and I mean, hopefully the line around him can stay consistent as well. Mismatching guys. Guys coming up off the street, literally, before games and stuff. I mean, it's just crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely crazy. But how would you feel if we went this free agent and the draft and O line positions?
Yeah, I think with one of the first two picks, I think you should go O line with one of them, unless it's the second round and all of them are gone. Um, you know,
Right, right.
yeah,
I still think they're going to be a lot come second round. Not a lot, but I still think there's going to be their plenty of offensive line guys coming out of this year's draft. I would say top 10. Definitely would love. I don't think. I think in the top 18 if we did go O line. Like I said, I really want to be mad. Um, that just goes to show you we want to protect our quarterback at all costs. Um, but again, I do not want to see us get a bad offensive lineman. That's promising and doesn't do as we thought. Kind of like what we're dealing with Caesar. Um,
right,
that's the only bad part about drafting players in the first round. We expect them to come in automatically and do good. You're picked in the first round for a reason, many times. So maybe that's why we're so harsh on Cesar Ruiz. He did go in the first round, and we do look at that. I look at it a lot. Uh, we did for what 2 years in a row. We picked up a offensive line guy in the first round, I think.
hmm
Cesar Ruiz and Eric McCoy, two solid picks. Ryan Ramczyk, I love that dude, man. I think Ram, he's definitely well needed.
yeah, we need him forever.
Right, forever. You see what happened when he went down that that whole right side when he tried to run that way. I mean, it was a no go. And that just goes to show you how Ryan Ramczyk just opens up lanes for our running backs. And man, when he was going up against J.J. Watt and all, I can't remember what year. I think it was a couple years back, maybe his rookie year, when he went up against all these number one star guys and shut him down all game. That told me a lot about that guy. I'm like, dude, this guy is shutting down J.J. Watt like he's nothing.
Right, and something that I do want to touch on the O line, as far as whether or not Teron may or may not be here next year. Um, the O line is definitely going to be different if he's gone because his speed is just different. Like he can open up holes that literally no other lineman in the league can, besides maybe Trent Williams.
Yeah, yeah, Trent Williams, man, dude, Trent Williams is definitely a good player. Yeah, I like Trent Williams, man. Oh, like I said, my girl's a Niners fan, so of course, we watch that every now and then as well.
Man, your house must have been crazy in that 2011 playoff game, bro.
Man, dude, yeah, yeah, it's crazy, bro. Definitely crazy.
And that 2011 offense was different.
Man, I was telling you, or the 2019 season when the Saints played the Niners.
And that's a
Man,
that's a prime example of Sean Payton being too cocky, man. If he didn't go for that 2-point conversion with Tre'Quan Smith, we would have won that game, man. Would have won, and that would have gave us the number one seed, I think. So, no.
oh god, dude. Oh, Brady's making a movie.
Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Oh man.
says on Twitter, the Hollywood Reporter reports Tom Brady will produce and appear in the Paramount film 80 for Brady. Oh god.
As long as he don't talk about that divisional game, man, I don't care.
He actually he's talking about Brady's making a movie about the Falcons blowing the 28-3 lead. That's what
That's great. Oh, that's amazing.
That's kind of funny. I'm not even gonna lie, dude.
Falcons should have won that Super Bowl, man.
They should have won, bro, but shit's rigged.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, definitely crazy, man. Hold on. There we go. But yeah, hey man, I'm excited to see, this year's draft. I'm excited. I don't know what day it's gonna be. Have they announced that yet?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be in April.
April, okay. Definitely excited to see that. Um, I think we're gonna make a big splash this year in free agent, or I mean, this draft.
Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be exciting. We're finally, with Sean gone, we might actually go with some LSU guys. It's kind of the wrong draft to do that, but there's a couple LSU linemen out there that we might need.
Right. Says, yeah, dude. I think it's funny the Bucks are going with Blaine Gabbert. I really think that's their direction they're gonna head for. Deshaun Watson wants too much. Well, not Deshaun Watson, but the Texans organization wants way too
Yeah, they
much
don't
for
want.
him.
Yeah, they want too much.
They want like 2 to 3 first round picks plus an additional players and assets. It's like, damn, bro, you want picks on top of a player, on top of 3 first round picks, bro? You're tripping. Like, don't get me wrong, Deshaun Watson needs to be playing in this league. Dude's a dominant quarterback. He doesn't get spoke of enough because of everything that's going on,
Yeah,
it was his lawsuit wise. But if this guy didn't have that, I think he would, and somebody would have already traded for him. But I really think the Texans should lower the trade value because, yes, he is a dominant player and they don't want to lose him. But hey, man, we're coming into this year's draft. Um, take a couple first round picks for him and call it a day. You get a couple first round picks. Not only do you move up in the first round of this draft, you have you know what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I think they should definitely do something with that. The Texans are asking way too much, and I don't see them getting traded for that price, man. I really don't.
I think they should just try to keep him at this point, man. I mean, like I don't really know any real players for him, man. The Dolphins are committed to two of the Panthers. I mean, if they want to do that, that's cool with me. But they don't. They need an O line. I mean, who else? I mean, maybe the football team. I mean, wait, they have a name now. The Commanders. Maybe the Commanders do that. But outside of them, I don't really see a team. I mean, Denver too, I guess.
I see. Oh yeah, now that you bring up the shitty Commanders, with no name, yeah, yeah, dude. Now that you bring them up, I seen some stupid crap about Jameis Winston being linked with the Washington Redskins as their quarterback. Man, I don't see that happening. I don't know why he would want to go there. I mean, the only big thing he has over there is Logan Thomas as tight end. And you got Scary Terry out there, wide receiver. But
Should have drafted him. Ohio State.
man, who's that? Terry Mc.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's pretty fast, man. He's definitely on the wrong team. Feel bad for him. Should be a part of the Saints. Just come on over. Hey man, I try to recruit all these wide receivers that are a free agent, man.
Right.
Not even gonna lie. Why not? Cameron Jordan out there trying to recruit. He's definitely needs to start trying to recruit a wide receiver.
Right.
Even I seen Christian Kirk. Somebody said something about maybe the Saints would be interested in him. Um, I don't know too much about him other than he played for the Cardinals. I never kept up with Kurt, so I don't know how think about that until I deep dive into it. But to me, I don't know if he's a solid number two. I mean, do you know anything about that Kurt guy, Christian Kurt?
Yeah, I think he mainly plays in the slot. I think he's decently big. I think he's like 6'2". I think.
Oh damn!
Yeah, I don't know how to feel. I would rather have DJ Shark.
Same. Um, yeah, I say DJ Chark, man. Man, if that guy can get 1,000 yards with Jaguars, um, and not one of our wide receivers get 1,000 yards. Um, I mean, man, that says a lot, in my opinion. He could have been our number one guy all season.
Easily.
Easily, yeah, I believe he's pretty much better than all the guys that we do have on our team.
Yes, facts.
Well, last year, anyways. I mean,
He not better than Mike.
no, he's not better than Mike. Definitely not. I think Harris would beat him in a race, but I think DJ Chark's his route running is definitely more experienced. Um, yeah, I like DJ Chark, man. If we could sign that guy, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be super stoked, dude. I would change my idea of who we would want in the first round.
Same.
If we picked up DJ Chark, my first round pick would be an offensive line guy.
Same.
Um, Automatically, 100%. That'd be my go-to. Um, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go tight end. I wouldn't go any other position in the first round other than offensive line if we picked up a DJ Chark. For
Same.
sure. Second round, that's where it can get tricky.
I would go safety.
Right. There's a lot of potential at safety in the second round, I believe. Um, I wouldn't mind that at all. I believe I keep seeing what's his name right now? I can't think of his name, but I keep seeing he'll go in like the third or fourth round. Tony Ferguson, or not Tony Ferguson, Ferguson, the tight end out of um, I can't remember right now offhand. But I looked at his highlights. Jake Ferguson, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's pretty good tight end. I see him. They keep projecting him to be like a fourth, fifth round pick or something. Uh, I honestly think, like we've been talking about, I think the Saints maybe not even look towards tight end in this year's draft.
I wouldn't.
And to be, 100%, I really wouldn't mind if we didn't. Um,
Yo, Elite was good.
oh, he leads up in the chat. What's going on, bro? That's good to see you, man. But yeah, I think like I said, I would not mind if we hit O line twice in this year's draft. I say that because of so
Corey
many
said O
injuries.
line. Shout out to Corey.
Shout out to Corey in the chat.
Who that, man? Man, who that, Cody? Corey?
Yeah, who that to you, man? For sure. Yeah, but yeah, what I was saying, I would definitely would like us to go, two offensive linemen, and I say that just because of the injuries we had this year, and we seen what happened when our O line started going down and our replacements came in, and it was just like a horrible disaster. So we can pick up some solid, healthy offensive linemen. I would be super stoked.
Same. Same, man. I definitely agree. And as far as us needing the tight end, man, I just think people need to stop it, man. Like, honestly, like, I'm cool with who we got, man. And if we were to get a tight end in free agency or the draft, I would just get OJ Howard if we were to pick up a tight end. But I don't think we need one at all.
No, no,
Ruiz either got to beef up or he got to go. Man, I got to agree with you. Who that family? I'm in here, but on the road. Man, shout out to you, Derek, man.
yeah. Shout out to you, Derek. I see Corey and Elite. Ruiz either got beef up or he got it for sure, bro. Like 100%. Hey, they both promoting Chris. Yeah, We seen
Hoodie
that
back
earlier.
in the chat.
Hootie back in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, we seen that earlier. With Nilsson becoming a co-defensive coordinator, I'd guess Darren Ritchie becomes assistant head coach. That's per Nick Underhill just now, 2 minutes ago. So yeah, dude, Hootie, I'm gonna say this. I think that's a solid move by the Saints. I'm excited. I'm ready to see what Chris Richard, Ryan Nielsen, and everybody can do on that defense. I still think our defense is going to be a Super Bowl caliber type defense. As for our offense, I believe I think it'll be a lot more stronger and a lot more better this year for sure.
Facts, man. I just can't wait, man. But I said a lot, man. So I don't really got much else to say, man. So I'm about to leave, man. But as always, man, I definitely appreciate you for having me on, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I would trade Ruiz for a pair of LA gears and a beeper. Man, man, you doing
Hey,
him wrong, man. You doing him
LA
wrong with
Gears
that. I
and
ain't
the
gonna lie, you doing
beeper,
him
dog.
wrong.
Hey, elite us,
You doing him wrong, man.
man, dude. I mean, you might as well move to fullback at that point, bro.
All right. Yeah, man, I'm about to dip.
All right, bro, man. It was good having you on, dude. See you
Thank you,
next time,
man.
Josh.
As always, man.
Anyways, guys, yeah, man. Hey, that's funny. I gotta pause this one up here. Hey, Lee, good. He says, Corey, I would trade Ruiz for a pair of LA gear and peeper, man. Man, that's that's good. That's good stuff right there. Josh Chappelle's. Hey, man, if you guys haven't subscribed to Josh Chappelle's, he definitely keeps you updated on New Orleans Pelicans, Saints related content. Go ahead and check him out. Hit the like and subscribe for your boy. Hootie Jube as well. If you're not subscribed to him, go over to Hootie Jube's channel. Definitely a killer podcaster. Always great content. He's always going live, doing giveaways. Definitely go hit the subscribe on Hootie's channel. Hit the like button just cuz. Anyways, everybody up in the chat, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. We're trying to grow not only my channel, but everyone else's as well, man. The more Saints content we put out there, the better. Get on here, we talk Saints football and all that. I appreciate everyone up in the chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this chat. This live this chat, man. I'm out of it today, guys. Been sick last couple of days, so. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go ahead and kick off here. Toot out to everyone. Wait a minute. Hey, Elite, I just seen your comment. Let me tell you, bro. Hey, bro, if you can hear me. Oh, shoot, did it end? Oh.